Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys podcast episode 138.
Yeah, we knew the whole time.
It is like I've been trying to buy Diet Coke and it's nowhere in stock.
Dude, you're my
the supply chain is gone. It's destroyed because we've like systematically gone around the block further and further out. Just wiped everyone out of their Diet Coke supply.
Have you been to the grocery store near the subway stop? I haven't gone there to scout it out yet, but
I haven't because that's all. I have been to that one.
Oh.
It's a Jewish only grocery store, so they have like weird Yiddish sodas.
Yeah, I don't want.
It'll be like carbonated yogurt. And you're like, what?
A rabbi fucking kissed it or
he
whatever.
blessed it, and
like,
so
get the fuck out of here.
It has all these
dude.
probiotics for all my weird diseases.
Did you see the Orthodox people going off for Purim? Oh, sorry. Continue your thing, and then we'll go back.
Yeah, we'll go back. What is? They just if you can't hear it in the background, they just it's Friday night, so they launched the warning air siren for everyone to get ready for the Shabbat.
Yeah,
and
dude.
once the sun actually goes down, then it's time to turn off the computers, turn off the phone, sit in darkness. No electricity, right?
Yeah, you can fucking, you got candles and shit.
Candles. All right. But anyways, it's hard. I started going online, looking at the CVS and the Duane Reads, checking their Diet Coke supplies. Like it's a PlayStation 5 trying to find Diet Coke. And I'm not complaining. It's just like, oh yeah, this is what this is the new nightmare of living in a society constantly at war. Are you just pouring?
I'm actively watering a plant.
All right, yeah. So it's fun to just think about like all the stuff. Like, oh man, the 90s were great. You could just buy a Super Nintendo when you wanted one. Everyone had money.
Yeah.
There was no technological nightmare.
Yep.
You just show up to a store and you're like, you got this? And they're like, yeah, of course we got this.
Dude,
everywhere has 100 of everything.
Low-rise jeans.
Low-rise jeans were great.
Corn was popular.
New metal was great.
Oh, dude, take me back.
I'm just happy to have gotten to live through it when I had no responsibilities.
Yeah, I think we could have been a tiny bit older to really enjoy it. I think I would have preferred to be like maybe 7 years older, you know?
7? So you would have been a Gen Xer.
Yeah. Well, no, because then I'd have to be a Gen Xer, and that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, they hated that. They were so angsty over what?
Dude, yeah, man.
It's the hard times make soft hard men makes good times make
soft men.
Dude, Gen X is so soft.
Good, and yeah. And then soft men make hard times, which makes hard men. I
can't wait to
I like that as a metaphor for three guys fucking each other.
Yeah. It's just like a male orgy.
Yeah, dude.
Strong men.
That is so cool. If you're in some kind of weird gay throuple, I say weird because as I get older, the more I get less and less tolerant of polyamorous relationships.
Oh, welcome. Yeah, why would you be?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me.
You're becoming more traditional. It's funny how a lot of people will be like, you're going to be more conservative when you're old. It's like, no, everyone becomes more of what they are and they stop giving a shit. Liberal people, like you do evolve, but it's not in a certain direction. It's what you are at your core, I feel like.
Yes.
You just let it out more.
Yeah, I'm more liberal than ever. But for me personally, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of things that I'm just like, before I was like, maybe, and now I'm just like, no, I will never even come near this. Not only that, but it fucking grosses me out and I hate it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's too much fucking and sucking.
Yeah, dude. There's simply too much fucking and sucking.
It's like you gotta have. I already hate being in a one relationship where I'm like, I gotta do things for this person.
Yeah.
Imagine then you're doing 2. I don't think you. There's not enough you to go around for polyamory to work.
Yeah.
Also, it is the one thing where every polyamorous person is just like, stop, keep it private. I don't care.
That's my big problem. I think however it works, whatever, good for you. But every time I just like, it's just so. There's always one guy with a fedora. Like, why does every polyamorous group have to have one guy that looks like Gabe Newell?
Yeah. No, Gabe is great.
Yeah, listen, I love him.
Gabe is for a fat. I think he's lost weight.
Yeah, no, he's doing all right.
Gabe
I saw a video of
Newell-
him delivering something.
Gabe Newell he's majestic.
At his worst, though,
Uh,
he's just like, okay, maybe a bad example.
I would say a bad example of a fat person, Nikocado Avocado. Very sloppy fat person.
Yeah,
Just gross to look at, always shiny and greasy.
it's
His fit-
unnatural.
Gabe, he's a billionaire fat guy.
Yeah,
So it's like he's well kempt. His fat guy shirts they're fitting. He has a regalness about him, like a king.
there's
Like a fat king.
No, you're true. You're completely right.
Mhm.
There's a lot of big people. I think both you and I, when we get big, our bodies are natural. We got big bones. We're from out west.
That
we
is-
eat corn. When we get fat, it's like, yeah, those are just big boys.
You can be fat, but if you don't have regalness,
Yeah.
if you don't have majesty,
There's a lot of people who are naturally skinny, but they're like doing the equivalent of they're like unnaturally getting big.
what do you mean?
Like their diet is so insane and so bad that they're defeating the laws of nature. If I get big, I'm just eating the right amount of calories and my body's like, yeah, you're a big boy, get big.
No.
Like I get big easy.
I would say your caveman genetics are living in the modern corn industrial
Yes.
complex, where I think like 80% of the world's crops are corn,
yeah.
and 40% of that goes into like gasoline or something. I'm making these statistics up, but they are probably accurate.
There's too much corn.
Yeah, there is too much.
And
corn.
then Nikocado Avocado is naturally a tiny guy, but he's made a
yeah,
living.
he was a little twink.
Yeah, but
when
he's
he
made
started.
a living from eating like a crazy. I'm literally gonna make myself puke thinking about looking at him. And then so he's That's why he looks like that, because he's defeating nature.
Did you hear the latest Nikocado Avocado news?
Yeah, someone got murdered on
Yeah.
his live stream
No,
or whatever, or his video.
His neighbor was murdered, and you can hear the person getting murdered, stabbed to death in the apartment over while he's just gorging himself.
Jesus Christ!
Not like
Worse.
doesn't even register that someone's screaming. Because we hear it here. I'm kind of a looky loo when I hear someone screaming in New York. There's that New York meme. It's like, I don't even I don't crane my neck or nothing. I'm like, no. When someone's screaming, I give a glance.
Yeah, dude, I look.
I'm like, I don't want to be the next victim. I don't want to
Yeah.
get pushed on the. I'm like, I'll turn.
What if
look
it's a serial stabber?
yeah, I think
It's like that's how they get so many New Yorkers, because
Mhm.
they're like, don't look, and they and then they
Yeah.
fucking get you.
there's a bunch of people getting pushed on the subway.
What?
Oh yeah, did you not hear this?
No.
There's like a pandemic of people getting pushed onto the train tracks.
There's a subway pusher?
There's a few probably.
That shit scares me
It's a
so
bunch-
bad.
but
I have
it's-
an intense fear.
So this is one of my arguments on why I watch and consume so many live leak videos, because I feel like it's like, oh yeah, did you ever, when you were taking your driver's test, did you ever watch like the bloody streets?
Yeah, they made us watch it.
Yeah, where it's like the car flips over and there's like this guy was sawed in half.
yeah.
And you're like, oh my god,
It's-
he's like in half. He's like, I should have worn my seatbelt. And then
Yeah,
dies
yeah,
on
yeah, they're just
camera.
like,
You're like,
If you
this-
drive drunk, you'll hit a minivan head on, and then someone else's baby will shoot
Yeah.
through the window and decapitate you.
that's real.
You're
I'm
dead,
not even. it's
and
not-
you killed a baby.
And so, yeah, I think that is like an effective tool for teaching everyone of every intelligence level, of every skill set. It's like, yeah,
Just
don't
show him a photo of a dead guy.
just show it. Like, be careful around a forklift. You'll get decapitated. Don't put your hand on spinning rollers. You'll get sucked into a machine. Don't drive don't live in one of those countries where everyone's driving scooters around dump trucks.
Yeah,
where there's
yeah.
only two vehicles.
Yeah,
The scooters
what
and
is
dump
with
trucks.
that?
I don't
Is
know.
that India? So that
It's like-
everything is either a semi truck or a scooter.
Yeah,
It's like the worst combination of things.
It is pretty
The
bad.
amount of videos I've seen of not even because you're like watching it, you're like, okay, how's the scooter guy gonna get fucking
Yeah.
crushed or defeated? Sometimes like a truck will like hit a power line and the power line comes down and the scooter goes and gets electrocuted and you're like, oh my god, they fucking got me.
So I'm always you should watch those videos for educational purposes.
Yeah, but they really ruin your day sometimes.
No, at first I remember when I was
No, there are some people who never get over it.
What do you
I am
mean?
one of them.
You never get over it?
No, I never get over it. It always fucks me up. I do not get desensitized to
That's not
violence.
true. You haven't watched enough of those videos yet.
No, I think if you actually experience violence, it just never goes away.
No, I have. It's horrific in first person.
Yeah, but you weren't close enough. You
No,
weren't.
I didn't
It's got to be
smell
like
it.
it's got to be someone you know, or it's got to like affect you emotionally.
Yeah,
You
gonna-
saw someone get, and you were like, "Well, that was fucking crazy," and just kept
I've-
living your life.
Dude, you know what? When you get stabbed by the serial subway stabber, and I'm holding your arteries together because I'm
Mhm.
you've seen me in situations where shit goes down. Pretty calm.
Yeah, you're all right.
I have that one thing where I'm just like, all right, stand still, and you won't. I have that defense mechanism.
Caveman brain from when Tyrannosaurus
Yeah.
Rex was around. Just
Don't move and just walk calmly to an exit. You'll get out, and it always works.
It does work 90% of the time.
It's one of those just like stay calm. You'll get out of this fine. I don't understand when people start screaming when shit goes down. It's like you're not. Who did that help?
No one.
Or you know what I hate? When there's a street fight and some guy starts honking his horn.
Oh,
That's the worst.
yeah.
What are you
unless they're
honking?
in your way.
Unless they're in your way, but also if I saw a street fight, I would like try and zhuzh up my horn honking and be like bip 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 bip, like make it fun.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look at there's a fight. Everybody come look. It's just people who honk on their horn are the most useless. Like,
Try to time it with the punches.
I don't know. Or like every 3 minutes, do the horn. Be like, that's the bell. Put them in the corners.
Yeah.
Give them some water for every round. Like, I hate car honk.
When they just hold them down, like, what do you? I think that they
You're-
think in their mind they're stopping the fight.
You're drowning out the verbal exchange.
Yeah, we need to
The
hear.
the subtext to the fight, which is almost sometimes more important.
Yeah, what if
to a
one guy's
street
trying to
fight.
give up and he can't because you're honking your horn?
Mhm, that's true.
He's like, yo, I've pulled my fucking ACL or whatever, fight over, and the other guy's just going hard.
Man, I do love some public violence, which you've received or dished out recently, in a legal sense.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what?
Speaking of public violence, and speaking of being old and
Yes.
wishing for the olden days, can you give us a story of what you did earlier?
So
Not to put you on the spot.
no, it's fine. It's
I didn't
true.
know if you
I
want-
should talk about it because some of the guys that it happened to follow me on Twitter and they
Oh.
were like, "That's that messaging me." But what happened was one of my friends who took photos of me, and he's super talented photographer.
What are you talking about? Like modeling? Did you do
No, for like
Did you
comedy
exchange
stuff.
some nude photos?
Yeah, I
Like,
exchanged
this
nude
guy was just
photos.
like, "Hey, I got a camera. If you want to like come over and like do some modeling,
I think
I
it's
can take some photos of you."
just
If
some
for-
tasteful.
Oh yeah, I'll do it for free because I'm such a good guy.
Hey, by the way, I also do hair and makeup. He's just powdering your dick.
No, let's just come on.
Hey, what if?
Normally in the modeling industry, you have to see the full body
Yeah.
just to get an example of how the clothes will fit. I don't know if I need to put more area, more relief in the groin. So you take off your clothes so I can take photos of you.
So I understand why I'm naked. Can I ask why you're naked?
Why the photographer's naked?
I'm a little confused on why you're also naked.
Yeah, that is a pro tip for cosplayers, anyone in the modeling. If the photographer is naked, you might be getting if anyone but you, and even if you are. Dude,
Yeah.
Also, my advice to any models or anything is, what was it? Sarah Underwood never showed anything. If you're in the porn business, if you're in the showing your tits business, go as long as you can without showing whole. that extends careers.
What do you think about girls who show everything and go crazy but never show their whole face?
That's cool too.
That's kind of the same thing,
the opposite.
right?
You have to withhold one thing.
The MacArthur method.
If you withhold one thing, people will keep asking you for that. You don't say no. You just be like, I'm saving it.
This is your theory about how Riley Reid has stayed hot for so long.
Riley Reid has never done a real cream pie.
We've got the great cream pie caper
Belle
out here.
Delphine never. Well, her career was just rocket ship because she never showed whole. Except you had to pay like $50. She never did anything until she did, and then no one talks about her anymore except for weirdos on a podcast.
Did you watch the video?
What video?
Of her getting fucked.
Oh, I've seen them. I haven't watched them.
Oh, yeah. I'm not watching them either, but I was like,
you
know what bums me out is she's in like a very committed relationship, and like good for her, whatever.
Happy.
But I was like, nah, this guy's British dick isn't good. Someone with better dick needs a fucker, you know? Like I was watching him and I was like, oh, Belle Delphine's so fucking hot. And then I started watching it and I go, I could fuck her better.
You could tell he's giving her that England.
Yeah,
England
dude, that
penis,
fucking beans for breakfast dick, dude.
Just no energy.
Get the fuck out of here with that, dude.
You need a bacon and eggs dick.
Yeah, dude. You need a lumberjack slam dick, dude. That's what I'm fucking talking about. So, Bryberrien, I think is the name on Instagram. He's really talented.
This
He's
is
cool.
your photographer.
My friend, yeah. So he is the tour photographer for a band called Bad Omens. So he's like, hey, I'm in town.
What kind of band is this? I don't know.
They're like a metalcore band, like a rah, 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 and then some singing, kind of like if Slipknot was less crazy.
Okay.
They're fun. They're fun. So he's like, hey, do you want to come down to the show? Do you want to come say hi? And I was like, you know what? I'm trying to get out of the house more and like do stuff in New York. So yeah. So I don't know who else is there, you know, that's playing. And so I just show up to the show and I dress normal because I'm like, oh, I'm just going to watch the show.
What's normal?
I'm wearing cowboy boots, jeans, and a shirt, you know?
Okay.
And I'm here to just watch. I think that I'm just going to stay because it's not a band you really do anything to. It's just a band you watch.
Are you not dressed normal now?
No, I'm dressed. This is my fucking post-surfing get-up. I'm actually filthy right now, but...
You look like you're dressed like me.
yeah, I love that. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of a disgusting monster right now. You're like, yeah, I see that.
This is my normal fit.
I haven't showered. I have New York seawater all over me. I got fucking mud and dirt and shit on me.
Healthy for you.
Yeah, whatever. And
so anyways,
so I go to the show, and then it turns out there's a bunch of other bands I know on the show. Under Oath is there, which you don't know, a big scene
I've heard
band.
of them.
Yeah, the drummer from Under Oath is from Utah. Interesting. Anyway. So I was like, oh, crazy, it's this. And then I go into the show, and a band called Stray from the Path is playing. And they're like a hardcore band, like a hardcore band.
Okay.
Like a fucking walk on each other's heads, punch people, go crazy band. And I'm like, why are they playing with these other bands?
For those of us that don't know, what is walking on each other's heads?
Head walking is something in hardcore where you get up onto the stage while the band is playing, usually kick the singer, whoever, out of your way, and then you run full speed into the crowd. But have you ever, when you're a kid and you run into the pool, but you try to just keep running forward on top of the water? You do that, but on human beings.
You walk on people's heads for as long as you can go?
Yeah, but you don't try to be nice. It's not like, I'm trying to be careful. I'm fucking going.
Are you trying to go for distance?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
or are you trying to hurt people? Because I think I would be like, I want to be most efficient. I want to get to the back of the room and get out of there.
You're never trying to hurt people, but it is like physical. I am going to walk on you. And some people just, they forgo that and they just do flips into the crowd and shit.
You say at a hardcore show, you're never trying to hurt people as you actively walk on people's heads.
Well,
push the singer, throw fists,
yeah. But you're not as you're doing it like, oh, there's this girl and then I'm going to smush her face on purpose.
You're just like, oh, there's a girl conveniently where I'm about to step.
Yeah.
This is a nice little bonus for me.
There's a difference between
like I could walk normally. Just get some fat guy. But
imagine you're standing in a room and then I come in and I throw a baseball at you directly.
Okay.
That's fucked up. But if I go into a room and I'm blindfolded and I just throw a baseball,
that's jackass.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Yes, you get it.
All right.
So that's what hardcore is.
All right.
So this band is playing and they have this song that's really fucking sick. It's got this crazy breakdown, and then in the song, he's like, rich white kids always got something to say, and then everyone in the audience screams, "Shut the fuck up!" And then they play a breakdown, and people just start fucking each other up. So they play this song, and I'm like, well, I didn't think this was going to happen, but I haven't been to a hardcore show in a while. I'm very limber from all the stretching and working out I've been doing.
Yeah.
It's time to fucking go crazy. So I take my coat, and there's a girl, and I was like, will you hold this? And she was like, yeah. And then I just went right into the pit, and I was like, listen, there's something people are always like, they don't understand what Salt Lake hardcore is. Other hardcore kids know. You go, hey, I'm from Utah, and they go, oh, terrifying.
All right.
That's like literally there's no scene in the world that even kind of comes close to Salt Lake. Our hardcore kids.
You're talking about hardcore and straight edge.
Yeah. They've firebombed buildings, tipped over buses,
I bet
beat
there's some
up.
scenes around the world.
Not even close.
There's that one
Our
Japanese.
scene kills each other.
There was that Japanese noise scene where some guy drove a bulldozer through a building and destroyed it.
Oh.
So there's
music scenes. Well, the Norwegian black metal scene, they were serial killing and stuff.
There's some.
But I'm talking about hardcore.
Oh,
just at shows.
I'm just talking specifically. No one in the world does hardcore.
If you want to go crazy, you just go, hey, there's neo-Nazi metal, and they go out and do hate crimes.
Those guys are technically hardcore. There's a G.G. Allen is hardcore.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one's crazier than G.G. Allen. Yeah. Well, no. There's no live act crazier than G.G. Allen.
And then there's always those like weird performance arts outside of music where it'll be like a museum. It'll be like a lady, and she'll be like, I'm gonna let a guy stab me with a sword.
What about that?
Chop off my finger, and then people are like, interesting.
What about that kid who went to a comedy open mic and stabbed himself to death on stage?
Very funny bit, but
pretty good bit.
Should have
waited.
Wasted at an open mic.
Yeah, I was just gonna say should have waited till he's on a paid show, but. So I'm at the show. I'm like, time to go fucking crazy. And now I'm wearing cowboy boots, which is a normal thing to do in Utah, but I forget wearing boots is like a kind of a faux pas in some other scenes. Once I wore the boots to a show in like San Diego, and people were like, what are you doing? So
because they're pointed?
They're just big. And you just kick people, and if you kick someone with boots on, it fucks them up.
Yeah, because they're pointy.
Well, it's the back of the boots usually what's kicking you.
Are you crowd walking, head walking with heeled boots?
Listen.
You can put out an eye.
I know my mistakes now. So I'm there, I'm going crazy, and I start to mosh, and the big breakdown comes, and I'm like, and there's all these people around me. It's kind of dark, too, because it's like a big show. It's like dark, which isn't usual for hardcore. So I'm like in this dark room, and the pit opens up, and people start moshing, so I go, it's time to also mosh. So I start going crazy. I'm doing the hardcore, so I'm dancing, and this kid comes like kind of close to me, and usually if someone is close to you, they're going to kick backwards.
So what do you mean close? When you're in a mosh pit, are there not people around you?
No, there's people around you, but you're
like within 3 feet, or
no, because you're spinning and punching and kicking. So anyone who comes close to you, you're just gonna hit. So like when we start moshing, there's a kid right here, and the first thing I do is back fist him as hard as I can. Okay. And then there's a kid right here, and I fucking side kick him, and then I start spinning around and doing my shit. And people avoid being the back of you because they're like, I'm gonna get kicked.
Because everyone's like, who's this autistic weirdo spinning and kicking?
Yeah. Well, that's what you do at hardcore shows. And then this kid he's coming in front of me, and usually that means he's gonna kick backwards. I don't want to get kicked. So in hardcore, you give someone a little love tap. You fucking punch them in the back of the head or the back to let them know, like, hey, I'm here. And they either kick you to push you away, or they kind of move away. So I hit him, and then he keeps coming towards me. And so
after you hit him.
After I hit him. So
that's his bad now.
My favorite move in hardcore is when someone gets in front of me, instead of punching them, I'll just grab their shirt as I'm dancing and rip them down as hard as I can.
Because they're expecting you to hit them.
Yeah.
Where they're expecting a push maneuver.
Yes.
Where if you do
I
pull,
go with yeah, dude. So I switch it up. I go with the pull. So I grabbed his shirt and just fucking yanked him out of my way.
Him off balance.
Hard as shit. And then he fell into the darkness. I continued to mosh. And then 2 security guards came up, and they were like, technically you're allowed to do that, but can you stop? You're killing the children.
You're hurting the vibe of the hardcore show.
They were like, you're harshing the vibe. They were like, hey, you're doing some advanced level shit. These people are just here to have a good time.
Yeah, because it was just one hardcore band.
Yeah. It wasn't hardcore kids.
Did the hardcore band, were they like, this guy?
They were, and they followed me on Twitter afterwards. They literally were like, yo, that guy went hard as fuck, and they followed me on Twitter after, which
So
rules.
it's worth it.
It was worth it.
right.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, that was a real hardcore kid of the show." So after the security told me not to,
were they a good hardcore band?
they are. They're fucking great. Yeah, they killed it. And so afterwards, I talked to the security and I was like very gracious, like, "Hey, thanks for not freaking out on me and attacking me, guys. I'll chill out." So I went to leave and I walked out of the room, and all the 20-year-old children that I had just beat up were there, and one of them his shirt was ripped, and one of them was like, "Yo, you're Shayne Smith. I can't
got
believe
recognized."
I was like, "I can't believe you're here," and I was like, "My bad, man." And they were like, "We're here to see fucking Under Oath, the band that's not a hardcore band," and I was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. I got crazy. And they were like, it's okay. I've never really hardcore danced before, so it was crazy that happened.
Aw.
But the one kid was like, yeah, my fucking shirt's fucked up because it was ripped
What
all down his back.
What kind of shirt was it?
It was just like a band t-shirt. I don't know what the band was.
Okay.
So then I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I was like, hey, pick a shirt from a band you like and I'll buy it for you. And of course he picked like a $30 shirt.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't
Were
know.
there more expensive shirts?
There's probably maybe, but I was just like annoyed that I had to pay $30 because I.
Oh, you rip a band's shirt and are annoyed. you don't get to be like, I'm the good guy, but also I was annoyed.
No, I'm the bad
good...
guy. I'm 100% the bad guy in the whole story.
If you're the bad guy, then you do get to complain.
That's what I'm saying. I literally the bad guy. I showed up.
Dude,
they played one of my favorite songs.
$30 is not bad for a shirt.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Was it
It's
a good shirt?
fine. Yeah, it's a good shirt.
Okay.
So, but I showed up and the band I totally didn't expect to be there was there, but the audience was like the audience of people wearing Jack Skellington t-shirts.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is a hardcore band. They played my favorite song. I went temporarily insane. I did stuff that you're not allowed to do unless it's hardcore.
They played your favorite song?
Yeah, they did. Not for me. But like they were just playing. I came and they were playing songs. I was like, "Fuck, this is crazy! This band is here, straight from the path." And then they played my favorite song, and I was like, "Time to destroy."
Wait, they played their their song or someone else's?
Their song.
Oh, okay,
yeah, they have one of my favorite songs.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So I just fucking went insane and fucked shit up.
Hell yeah.
And then afterwards, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. This is like not the place.
Oh,
it would be like if you went to a place and there were people who were like, it was an office party and they were like, let's roast each other.
Yeah.
And then one of them was like, Gary doesn't turn in his forms on time. And then you showed up and said some actual Mac shit, and everyone was just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Just like, Linda, you chew too loud. Everyone in the office hates it. Quit microwaving fish in the microwave. It stinks.
And then
fucking bitch.
Yeah, then you were
I'm
like,
joking. I'm making it. It's funny.
Hey, just so you know, Jason's wife cheats on him.
Yeah,
we see it.
I
That would be something you would do. And then everyone's like, "What the fuck?" That would be the equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
So I did an oopsie.
This is why I do hate modern roasts.
Yeah,
because there's clearly like, all right, everybody, nobody talk about how this guy's clearly done sex crimes.
Yeah,
it's like, no, make jokes about it.
Yeah,
and then call the police on him.
What are they always have weird rules that Trump was like, you can't talk about how much money I make.
Yeah, which I don't.
It was such a weird rule.
Roasts are stupid.
Yeah, my thing is,
it's fun when two guys like each other and don't give a shit, but. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you bought that guy a shirt. He was very grateful.
Yeah, he was cool. And then I took a picture with someone and I left.
Oh, well, that's very fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good night.
You gonna get back into hardcore?
I mean,
I guess you never left.
I never left, but I just don't go because
kids these days.
Yeah, man,
don't know how to mosh at a not hardcore show.
I'm sure if I went to a regular New York hardcore show, I'd be sick, but.
Yeah.
Who knows? It was fucking wild. It was a good time. Bad Omens is a great band. So then I went and I watched them on the balcony like a loser. I just stood there and looked at them. They were fucking sick though.
Good for you.
Yeah. What was the last concert you went to?
The last concert I went to, it's been a while. I haven't been to a concert. Oh, I went to My Bloody Valentine.
What?
Here is it My Bloody Valentine or?
Yeah, that's a band. What? How did you go there?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just seems like a band you wouldn't like.
My Bloody Valentine? Is that the? No, not my. Is it them? I always mix them up with someone else. Yeah, My Bloody Valentine. I went to My Bloody Valentine here in New York, and they did because for anyone not familiar, they do like shoegaze noise, kind of just it's very just distorted guitar stuff, and so they give you warnings. Oh, they have signs, and they pass out earplugs before the show on the line, and they're just like, hey, if you don't have earplugs in, you will go deaf, and you can't sue us.
That's how Sleep is.
Yeah, I also love Sleep.
Yeah, where they're just like, hey, don't come near us.
Just we're gonna turn it up loud. We want to feel the music, and so there was still people who were like, nah, I can't hear anything. I want whatever. So I saw My Bloody Valentine. They played the hits, and then a bunch of other stuff. And at the end of the concert, they played I'm not kidding, a 10-minute like long song of just that noise louder and louder, and it was just as many distorted guitars going for long, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I could just feel my body vibrating,
just bathing in the sound.
Yeah, I had my earplugs in, so I was safe.
Yeah, you are like a weird audio guy.
Yeah, it was great. I highly recommend seeing.
Did you? Yeah, dude. Well, that sounds sick. I do like. I've been live to like Wardruna, which is like this tribal Nordic band, but they like play through the monitors like their tribal instruments super fucking loud, and so it's really cool. You're just sitting there, and it's like, makes the craziest sound, and you're just like having a psychedelic experience almost, just like, what the fuck?
I do think there is something to vibrating your body.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Just getting on a shaker. Why don't they have those motel beds anymore that you put a quarter in?
Yeah,
and the bed vibrates.
Were those real, or is that from cartoons?
I've never seen one in person, which is why I'm like, why don't we see them ever?
What if...
I feel like they're for fat people fucking.
That's what I was like. They're for fucking, right?
Just like a fat guy's like, hey, I gotta... Yeah, they're absolutely for fucking, because they were like skeezy motel things. So you're like, it's just instead of putting a cock ring on or like a little vibrator, you're like, what if the whole bed vibrated? So you just lay on the bed and it vibrates.
Yeah, dude.
And then you just lay down and pass out while your girl rides you. Seems like a great idea. I don't know why they don't make more of them.
Yeah, dude. Should we get a vibrating bed and see what all the fuss is about?
I want one just to wake me up.
Yeah.
I want to hook it up to my alarm at 8 a.m.
You still struggling to get up?
No, but I mean, like, I am sluggish to wake up. I'll like.
Oh yeah.
You
take like an hour to get going.
Well, I'll wake up like 3 times.
Yeah, Morning Mac is a different guy.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about Morning Mac?
No.
Why not?
It takes me like an hour or two to just wake up, and I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to see people. I don't want to know anything exists.
Dude, I've never met anyone that's like this. I've met people who are like, oh, I'm fucking slow to wake up, and they're just like really tired for a while. But you are literally like a mean drunk person when you wake up.
Yeah,
You're not like mean to
I'm not
people.
Grumpy, but it is like, because I'm pretty good at like, this is no one's fault. I just fell asleep and it's a new day.
Yeah, you're like a crotchety guy on a porch.
Dude, it's the most, waking up every morning is the most miserable thing, which is why I like staying up, because I love postponing the inevitable.
And you always feel like that no matter how much rest you get?
No, yeah, 2 hours, 12 hours. The moment I wake up, it is pure misery. Just I'm up. It's not even like it's not like my body hurts. It's there's no other all I can be is like, I think my dreams must take up all my dopamine or something. So when I first wake up, my brain has to like start from lizard brain to caveman brain, and it slowly like starts processes up again.
You'd be the worst firefighter.
Or maybe I'd be pretty good because I'm just like, I'm gonna kill this fire. I'm just like, I don't know.
That's one of the reasons when you're like, I should join the military. Once I learned that about you, I was like, I don't think he'll like the military.
Yeah, they make you wake up early. Well, I mean, you don't have to have
You have to wake up once a night.
You don't have to have a good attitude.
You have to wake up for an hour every night.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't have to have a good attitude about it. You just have to be up.
You do have to have a good attitude. You literally have to check in. You have to wake up. No. Everyone has Firewatch, which means every night you sleep, you get a randomly assigned 1 hour time.
Yeah, do they make sure you're happy? You're cheerful?
Yes. You think it's a joke? I am not kidding. You have to check in. You have to fucking check in for Firewatch.
Yes, Sergeant. I'm having the time of my
Oh,
life.
well, you don't have to be like that.
That's
but
what I'm
you
saying. I'm like,
definitely-
yeah,
you
I'm
have to
fucking
be
here.
ready. No, you have to be ready to go. If they see you being depressed, they'll center in on your weakness and destroy you.
Maybe they couldn't.
Yeah, dude.
It wouldn't affect
Firewatch
me.
sucks my ass, dude. That's one of the worst parts about the army.
Yeah, so I have no idea what the cure is, other than I had this idea a while ago, and I'm never gonna make it. So you know how they have like time released pills?
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting, so what are because it's like the time capsule pills, or it's like you'll take something and it'll be like a slow release because there's like a coating on it.
Yeah.
That your stomach acid slowly eats away and then it releases like an hour. And I was like, what if we just put 8 hours worth of coating on a caffeine pill, or like 7.5 hours worth? So right before I go to bed, I take this caffeine pill that it has 7 hours of coating on it. So then I get once it dissolves in my stomach, it then releases the caffeine into my system. So then I wake up like already caffeinated.
Okay.
Or I mean, you could put like whatever you want: Adderall, modafinil, methamphetamine, whatever you want in this time release capsule.
Okay.
And I think this would be, instead of, you know how they have the morning after pill, this
Yeah.
is the night before pill.
yeah, yeah.
It's just for it's
What
a
if-
great idea.
If it was 7-hour release, it would be like
No.
fucking huge.
It's not a 7-hour release; it's a 7-hour delay.
Yeah, because they have the delay, and like they're really thick though.
Yeah,
The delay pills, so it would just be like a fucking horse
I
pill.
don't
Like,
know that it would be that big, but I mean, it'd be worth it.
yeah, I mean for
If
you,
it's the size of a grape, I could swallow that and just go.
yeah, dude, fucking go
It's
for it.
such a good idea. If you're into pharmacology or candy coatings,
Let's
just
get you a Rube.
start making them.
What about a Rube Goldberg machine that just like over the course
See-
of time and then sticks you with a needle?
Oh, okay.
and
What
then
do
you're
you-
like, what? And then you wake up and you're just like, oh,
what do you
let's
think?
fucking
It injects
go.
me with a bunch of vitamin B12.
Yeah,
Right,
dude.
There has to be something, and short of like me going to a sleep study and then also getting my blood tested while I'm asleep, it's like I don't know what I've never heard of other people having this, because there's like morning grumpiness, which people have, but mine's different.
You have morning insanity.
I have morning. I'm not. I told you, it's my brain slowly. I feel it. I can feel it minute by minute, rebooting everything, turning on, and
You're like a person who doesn't sleep their computer. They shut it down every night.
yeah.
It's like,
Wait,
what are you doing?
Why don't you? Yeah, just turn it off.
Dude. Well, have you ever seen people do sleep studies?
Where they hook you all up to stuff?
Yeah, I knew someone who was like, I have trouble sleeping, and then they went to the doctor, and then they were sending me photos, or not sending me. They had like on their close friends or
Yeah, their
whatever.
EKG.
Yeah, photos of all these fucking wires, and they're like about to go to sleep, and I was like, firstly, I could never sleep with electrodes on my head.
I could.
There's no way I could. I don't trust doctors that much.
You don't trust doctors?
No, I don't trust
I
doctors.
trust doctors with my life.
I mean, I have to sometimes. I was like, yeah, I guess. No, I just don't. Listen, I trust doctors to medicine me. I don't trust doctors to
watch you
be
sleep?
cool while I sleep. Yeah,
What do you
dude.
think they're gonna do?
I don't
All
know,
right,
man.
now that he's asleep for the sleep study, grab the pie.
What if-
we'll pie him in the face?
Yeah, what
grab
if-
it, put his hand in the bowl of warm water. They just start spraying mustard and like ketchup all over your face. They do the prank video, or they just dump a garbage can full of water on you. You wake up, just
Dude, the Hippocratic Oath doesn't count if you're sleeping.
The Hippocratic Oath does not count for pranks. That is true.
Exactly.
Pranks are not harmful. They're fun.
That's why I'm afraid of the dentist.
Why? Because they don't take the Hippocratic Oath?
No, I'm just afraid of them in general, but also they could prank you so good.
I think the dentists do prank you when you're under the gas. But here's the thing. It's one of those things where if I'm unconscious and I'm being pranked, no harm, no foul. I don't feel embarrassment from it. So
Oh, yeah.
anything can happen to me when I'm unconscious.
Well, what if you wake up and then you're like,
And
your
something's
dick has
happening to me?
permanently dyed green
That would
for St. Patty's Day?
I think I would keep it to myself.
Well,
As long as the pictures never leak or anything. I think if I woke up and my penis was green, I'd look around, see if anyone mentioned it. Otherwise, I would keep that to myself. Like an alien abduction. I would feel out the area first before being like, hey guys, you know what embarrassing thing happened to me? I would not be posting my L's.
Oh yeah, you're not.
Look
a
at my
woman on
penis,
Twitter.
everybody. It's all green.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
That's like something you would see, like a girl post on. She's just like, went to the doctor. Now my penis is green. It's
Yeah.
like, you couldn't pay me enough money to tell people about
Exactly.
this.
There's like an old class of like it's the boomers and the greatest generation. When something happens to you, you don't gotta tell everyone.
Dude, don't.
Sometimes something scary. Sometimes something scary happens to you. A clown will bite you. It's like you don't gotta tell anyone.
Dude, speaking of clowns.
Oh, what?
I have clown formation.
What do you
which
mean?
is clown information.
What happened?
So
Is there new clown
a
news?
very popular clown followed me on socials, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
How many are there? There's like 2, 3.
She's popular because
She clown.
yeah, she does clown porn. She's got that tight clussy, which is what she calls her clown pussy.
Okay.
How do my brother's weirdly obsessed with fucking a clown woman, and I'm like, what's going on? And I almost want to send this woman his way.
So wait, can you say who this is? It's not my arch nemesis Lexi Bell, is it?
No. I don't want to say who it is.
I love Lexi Bell, but she does not love me.
Yeah.
If you want to know why, go back in the podcast.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
It's
in the Patreon.
It's in the yeah.
You have to pay $5 to
somewhere
hear
down
it.
there.
Definitely. Yeah. But she is like talking about like there's this whole clown subculture, and there's all these dudes who are hitting her up that are like simping for her, but they're doing it like they're in a clown community.
This isn't like ICP.
No.
These are just normal clown, not rodeo clowns, not ICP,
That's what's so fucking crazy. This is regular clown shit.
not Joker.
No.
These are just clowns.
Clown. Yeah, dude.
I mean, clowns get horny too.
Well, yeah, of course.
It'd be funny because you know how they have like the goofy clown at the circus and then the sad clown.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
funny if there was like a really horny clown.
Yeah, you're like, hey kids, come over here. Get over near me.
He's got those the big round pants, but you
Yeah.
can still see. Like,
Yeah,
he has a boner. It's like, dude, you need to have tighter pants. So we can see your boner through the thing.
We don't let the horny clown near the elephants
Yeah, you don't
at
want
the
the-
circus.
The horny clown.
Dude. Yeah, but so she's like getting her clussy fucking ate and shit on the internet, I guess. And
So-
people are so, but she's like posts her DMs, and there's
Wait,
like,
does she has face paint, and then
she dresses like a clown too.
so she dresses, and then do they
All
like
the
slowly take off her clothes?
I mean, yeah.
Like,
And then sometimes I saw a thing where her tits, she had like red, so it looked like honk.
okay, she had the hone things for pasties.
Well, yeah, but no, it
nose?
was just like paint. It was like clown paint. So her tits were white and they had red around the nipples, and then she had face paint on, but everything else was normal.
You think she has the little seltzer bottle, and when some guy eats her out, she shoots seltzer?
That'd be fucking awesome. I don't think she's on that level.
She's not a seltzer.
She's
squirting.
not on our level, dude.
She's not. We
If we were clown porn, lady clown
Oh.
porn stars, we'd clean up, dude.
I would have the flour spraying guy.
Oh,
dude.
dude.
I mean, what is she doing? Is she utilizing the cream pie?
Exactly. I'd be
technique?
pulling the infinite kerchiefs out of my pussy.
As a guy's like about to, yeah, that's
Right?
just the infinite.
Hey, hold on. You can go down on me in
Do you
1
have-
second.
Do you have protection?
Yeah.
the infinite tampon.
Yeah, yeah,
Just,
yeah.
Oh my god! It starts out red, but then starts going rainbow color.
Your condoms are only hilariously sized, like way too small or fucking hilariously big. He's like, hey, do you have a tampon or no? Do you have a condom? And then you pull a condom out that's this size, like 2 feet by 2 feet. What the fuck? You're trying to open it? Yeah, dude. I would be a mime.
Why?
Because then when girls are like, put on a condom, I would
Oh,
I would be
okay.
like, I did it.
I don't think that works.
Yeah.
But that's the risk you take when you fuck a mime.
You just roll it on and give her a mime look,
Yeah.
like, but yeah, this girl's talking about her clussy, and then she's got regular guys in her DMs
Oh my god!
who are just like,
How down bad do you have to be?
I'm obsessed with fucking a clown. It's all I want in life, and like they're fucking way into it, and I'm like, dude, how are you a regular guy that then has that realizes you have a thing for fucking clowns?
This is why when people are like weirded out, like Mac's really into like athletic or like skinny girl. I'm like, no, I'll wear that proudly. there's guys out here who are like, I need to jack off to clowns. It has to be a dinosaur fucking a car.
Yeah.
It's just like I have to draw weird cartoon characters. They're siblings, and it's just like, nah. I just
dude.
just want a girl with biceps to put me in a headlock. I'm normal.
Yeah,
I don't know what you
dude.
guys are up to. Fucking weird costumes and shit.
Who gives you shit about your incredibly normal
People
desires?
People give you shit about anything if you're
It's
public
true.
about it.
It's true. I mean, yeah, I said I like small boobs once, and like 2 girls were like, "I'm gonna kill you because I have big honkers."
So this clown lady,
she's got big honkers.
big.
She got fat milkies, dude. I mean, it makes sense when you think of a clown. You go, yeah, you have big tits.
All right. I would say.
I feel like a mime would have smaller tits.
I feel like a clown. You would. She'd look like she had big tits, and then when she takes off her top, they'd be like, "Where did the tits go?"
They deflate and fly away. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
You wouldn't, if you were a clown, you wouldn't blow up the condom like an animal, do a big old balloon it.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Like a dog,
dude. If you're a clown that does porn, but you're a black guy, so you only have giant clown shoes on while you're fucking.
Wait, why does that have to be a black guy?
Because we keep their shoes on in porn.
That is a thing.
Yeah, why is that a thing? It's because they know that they need the grip, dude.
I like it.
I've left my I genuinely, no joke, found out I have a weird thing for both me and the girl keeping our shoes on while fucking. Like if a girl is naked but has shoes on, something happens in my brain that makes me 2% harder.
You might be anti-feet.
Oh, maybe.
So you know how like some guys are like really into feet?
Yeah.
Or some people, I should say.
Yeah.
You might be. Do feet gross you out?
They don't.
But maybe 2%.
Dude, when I like
2% of feet, we're like,
maybe. But I'll like put someone's foot in my mouth. I don't give a fuck.
Would you put their shoe in your mouth?
No. So I'm not into the shoe that way. I'm not like licking shoes. And it's not like a heels thing. A lot of guys, I say no to heels, put sneakers on. That's way hotter.
What about a Birkenstock? So you could suck on the toes, but they still got their feet.
That's the worst possible combination.
Nah,
you got to
the
go
best
bare
of both
or
worlds.
shoe. Dude, honestly.
What about a toe shoe?
Okay,
A
hold
girl
on
wearing
now. the Vibrams, the
Vibrams.
5-finger toe shoes.
What about a rock climbing shoe?
Oh, okay, that's
so
hot.
she could grip the walls.
Yeah,
dude. I don't know.
What if we're fucking like bats upside down?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm into, dude. I am. I think the hottest possible thing for a girl to do is to wear like a swimsuit or lingerie with like Chucks. That's so fucking hot to me.
Sure, that's a normal thing.
Is it?
Yeah,
hell yeah, dude. Thank you.
If it shows up on the front page of Pornhub, then it's probably pretty normal.
I'm validated, dude.
Except for all that sibling stuff.
I'm so normal.
Which I guess that shows up, so that's normal.
No.
I can't fight. I'm not normal because I'm not into it. I'm
built different.
I'm abnormal. I'm classic.
Classic Mac.
Got that caveman. I don't know. Cavemen probably are into it because they're like, hey, there's only 10 of us. Some of us are going to be related. The old biblical style.
Dude, I was reading the Bible. Well, I wasn't reading the Bible. So I was reading.
Were you reading it?
Hold on. I was like, I was reading it. Someone mentioned something, and I went to read it because I was like, that can't be right. And I didn't realize that, you know, the story of Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
And then Cain has a wife.
Yes.
And then I was like,
it's like his sister.
No.
What are you talking about?
Or no, it is his sister. But then there's like more. But there's more people. And then they were like, where did those people come from? And then they were like,
they made them.
No, the Bible just doesn't mention. No, there's even more people that just show up.
Oh, you're saying there's people not related to Adam and Eve.
Yeah. And you're like, well, wait, how did they get there? But it never covers that. They just are there.
Why are you asking questions about the Bible?
I don't know.
Just take the lesson at face value.
What's the lesson is that God wants you not to eat animals and to sacrifice them to him, and that if you waste agriculture trying to impress God and not eat it, he gets mad.
Yes.
That is the lesson is a pro-vegetarian message.
No, God is definitely a carnivore and he likes his meat.
Well, he likes his meat. He doesn't want you to have it. You're supposed to sacrifice it to him.
Yeah, you can still eat your steak as long as he gets the best one.
Okay,
He's
yeah,
a selfish
I guess
God.
that's
Old
fair.
Testament God is a selfish.
Old Testament God is a lot like just a dog. Just needs because the alpha eats the best cut.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying an alpha male dog?
Yeah, an alpha male. If there's a pack of dogs, the alpha male dog gets to eat by itself as much as it wants, and when it leaves, everyone else gets to eat.
Okay, so he gets first.
Yeah, he gets first.
Now, how does dog spelled backwards fit into your
Whoa!
your God theory?
Fucking wow.
Did you ever finish the point of why you brought up that porn, the clown girl porn?
Oh, because you mentioned clowns and it's just on my mind.
Oh, she just followed you.
Yeah, it just blew
that
my
was the
mind.
Story.
That was the whole story that I was like, yo,
I was
dude.
like, did he have more to go on that? I feel like we didn't finish.
No, that girl makes $20,000 a month talking about clussy.
Dude, good for her.
Yeah, I'm fucking pumped for it. It's fucking crazy.
It's so... ever since OnlyFans has blown up, I have not seen a lot of people talk about the gender pay gap.
Yeah.
It's kind of taken a back seat. People don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, dude. How come online creators who are women make so much more than me and you? That seems weird.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
When it comes to Patreon and showing your asshole on camera, men only make probably a lot less.
Yeah, dude.
Which, you know what? I'm not here to complain. Just something to point out.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
I don't give an actual fuck. But I also, though, it would be cool if we closed the gap for us personally a little bit.
No, my gap is closed. And I will not be spreading it for anyone for no amount of money.
No amount of money.
Unless no amount of money. All right. What do you...
I don't know. This is a conversation every guy gets into like once a month.
Yeah,
it's like,
I remember being in elementary or high school, and people were like, "Would you suck a penis for $10 trillion?" And all my buddies were like, "Nah, man, I ain't gay. Get that gay shit away." I'm like, $10 trillion? Of course I'm gonna suck a dick.
Yeah, dude.
10 trillion. And they're like, "Whoa, you're gay." And I'm like, $10 trillion? I'll have everyone who saw me suck it killed. What are you talking? $10 trillion?
Yeah, dude.
I have more money than anyone. Of course, like, and it's like sucking a dick. It's, I think I would do it for probably $1 million right now. I'm not hurting. My price has gone up since I'm not hurting as much.
What was it before? Like $100K?
You should have hit me up back then.
Dude, you're like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You got to get in on the ground floor.
It's only inflationary or deflationary.
Yeah, dude.
My dick sucking price. Invest in that. It's only going up.
That's so funny. It's like, now the price is increasing. Dude, my price has been pretty steady, dude. Though, here's the thing. Well, no, I don't want to say that.
No, don't say it then.
I won't.
Save it for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/cowboyboys.
Where maybe I will say it. You got to pay $5 to find out.
Yeah, if you go subscribe to our Patreon, you can get more episodes. They're exactly the same as these.
Yeah, but better.
Oh, yeah. Exactly the same, but better. It's like when you get something for free, you're like, that was pretty good. But when you work hard for a meal, when you put in the work, when you plant the seeds, when you cultivate the ground, when you raise the calf, and then you grill that steak,
yes,
you feel better. When you buy something, when you save up your money and then buy something, you respect it more.
Yes.
Which is why our Patreon episodes are exactly the same, but more enjoyable on a technical or a psychological level.
Yes.
It's just how the human mind works.
Exactly.
You value it more.
It's a little treat for you.
Also, the Patreon is only $5 a month.
It's an incredible steal.
There are a few people who pay us
more, yeah.
No, there are a few people who pay us like $1 or $2. That doesn't unlock anything for them.
Oh.
They still pay us.
But we love you.
Yeah, we love all of our $1, $2, $3 subs who get nothing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
But for a minimum of $5, you can get there's almost like 100 extra episodes, but a new episode every single week. Sometimes there's stuff there.
Yeah, there could be stuff.
We can't go into it. You just have to find out.
Yeah.
It's like OnlyFans. You're like, is this girl? Does she show a hole on it? I can't know until I pay.
Oh, dude, she never does, man. Guys, she never does.
Yeah, we don't show a hole, or do we?
Hey, also, if you're listening to this, I'm about to be in Portland for Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm gonna be in fucking Denver Thursday, Vegas Friday, Saturday, and fucking Phoenix, Arizona on Sunday. So if you're listening to this the week it comes out, those are them. If you're listening to this not the week it comes out, then none of this information matters to you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I fucking love you guys so much.
Oh, what are you doing? We still got like 7 minutes left.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
It's just that ad read came early because, I mean, there's no good or bad time for an ad.
You're so right. You know what? We should put them 10 minutes before and then finish it out. So it's like
This is the part of the podcast, though, where I think 90% of people fall off.
yeah, they don't make it to the last like
'Cause
15.
This is where they've tuned out. They're at their job. They're actually getting into the work.
Yeah.
Because like you always listen. The first 20 minutes, you're usually pretty good. You're like, oh, I want to hear what they say. Then like halfway in, you're like kind of invested. But usually, unless you're talking like space aliens or conspiracies, you're just tuning us out, and you're just here. You're listening to our voices talking to keep you less lonely at your office job.
Dude,
or your machine job.
True.
Or driving your truck.
Or your Uber.
And so this time is for you, where we just keep talking for you, giving you that extra 5 minutes. This is the point of the podcast where you're like, I wonder what the next podcast I'm going to listen to is.
What is it?
It's probably Joe Rogan or something cool.
Whoa.
That he's probably talking about some. Did you watch the shout out to the Nelk Boys, who I've never heard of before?
Oh yeah.
No, and it's funny because I've heard a lot of people be like, "Who the fuck are these guys?"
yeah.
And they had Donald Trump on, and then Alex Jones to follow him up, which I've been listening to. That's the last podcast.
They had frenemies on the podcast.
Who's frenemies?
Alex Jones and Trump, because Trump betrayed Alex Jones, and then Alex Jones is not a Trump guy anymore.
I thought you were talking about
Yeah, I'm not talking about Trisha. I don't know how to
Trisha
pronounce
Paytas and Ethan Klein. Trump and Alex Jones are no longer besties.
Yeah, which is so wild. I stand with Alex Jones.
No, of course. Alex Jones has never been wrong.
That's the only
anything.
reason I'm anti-Trump. the one and only reason.
Because Trump betrayed Alex Jones' friendship.
Trump betrayed Alex Jones.
Real friends, not Trump.
Yeah, dude.
He would have secured our vote for...
Dude, if Trump had kept Alex Jones around, Alex would have fucking secured the Capitol.
I bet. He would have kept the deep state from screwing up the plans. So that was the last podcast I was listening to.
How was the Alex Jones?
He's the same everywhere. He only has one talking point, and I love it. It's the deep state globalists are trying to take over everything.
I like when he gets silly and just like is himself, because it's so weird, because he's such a character.
Very rarely let the guard down.
He does
but
that.
It's funny because
he's consistently on Andrew Schultz's podcast. Yeah.
What's the last podcast you listened to?
The last podcast I listened to was the last podcast on the left, an episode about Billy the Kid, who I'm probably going to talk about at length on the Patreon because it rules so hard. Dude, Billy the Kid fucking ruled. I want to be in the I want to be in the Wild West so bad.
Go. I'm not stopping you.
No, it has to be the actual Wild West. We got to go back in time. I want to be in.
No, you don't.
In your anarcho-libertarian dream state where
let's move to Africa, Liberia.
Where only guns matter.
The Wild West exists, and it's in Africa, my friend.
Yeah, it's true.
China is investing all their resources. China and Russia are going to be making a power play for Africa, and big money moves are going to happen in that country soon.
Yeah, it's true. It's just guns and cattle. Those are the only two things that matter.
Because of the industrialized world used China for cheap labor.
Yeah.
To bolster themselves up. Now China is kind of like in its own. Who do we exploit for cheap labor? And they're looking to Africa.
Yeah, China is doing a lot of wild shit.
So China's heavily investing, but then you have like Liberia and some of those other countries where it's just like, you got a gun, you're in charge.
yeah. Oh fuck, his gun's bigger. It's the new mayor. It's just like, all right, Somalia.
So you could have had. No one likes to talk about them. Everyone wants to go somewhere cool and with nice weather. No one ever wants to go to the middle of right on the equator. Where are those countries in Africa?
Africa's big as fuck, dude.
It's so huge. I would love. It seems like fun. I would love to go tour Africa.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You should go be a truck driver in Africa. They make a ton of money.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
For why?
I know someone who's an American truck driver that drove truck for like a month there once a year, and he made like 5 times as much. Because it's just like dangerous. Because you're like literally like he was like, yeah, you're literally driving on these roads like through the fucking desert.
Oh, you mean the roads where it's not dangerous because people are hijacking you. It's dangerous because other truck drivers are just swerving around. There's no laws.
Yeah, it's both. There's,
Dude,
you know,
that'd be
the
fun.
elements could get you if your truck breaks down. The fucking guys could. He's just like, it's just dangerous, but it's a fucking huge adventure. It's crazy.
Dude.
These roads are nuts, and you just fucking go out there and you send it.
If you're a Liberian truck driver listening to our podcast, we salute you.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. You make the world. Well, you make Liberia go round.
Or
We're proud of
wherever
you.
you're truck driving. And if you're protesting, we stand by and salute. What, you don't like the Canadian truck protests? You're anti?
I'm not.
Well,
Listen,
guess what? One half, the correct half, says you can be unvaxxed in your inside of your cab by yourself, and you ain't hurting nobody.
Oh man,
How you gonna ask a truck driver to get vaccinated?
I mean,
They're already immune to whatever
I
disease.
do agree. I do agree with you that it's like, what did you think was gonna happen
Yeah.
when you asked them? They're gonna just you know what? First, let's try to get the truck drivers to stop doing lot lizard stuff.
Dude, no, that's how they get immunized.
It's true.
They're all sharing the same lot lizard, and she just passes. She passes the immunizations to everyone through their penises.
Dude, I went to a strip club and a truck stop once.
Oh my god! Save it for the Patreon.
Yeah, I will.
All right, everybody. Thank you for that awful thing. You got that extra joke right at the end.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Love you guys.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.